Hello and welcome to Geekatplay Studio Tutorials. So let's continue exploring Wood and Pioneer. One thing what you notice, we'll go create a very simple scenery right now. And I'm just at my camera. Let's create mountains. I'm just slightly resizing them. Stretching. Okay, they doesn't look very good, so we'll go to edit the object and reset it to 0. You can see, and just go ahead and create the peaks. It's kind of very nice mountain looking peaks. If you don't like how they look, you can kind of try to maybe click reset till you find one that maybe you think it's look very good. We'll click OK. Okay, let's go make them a little bit smaller. Okay, this will be one pix. We'll put right here. Next, I'm holding down Alt key, left click and drag. It's kind of copy, and I'm just putting one right here, and we'll just do same things one more time. And right here, actually, I won't change anything because these options right this angle we don't see in this camera, so it will look different. But for this, I want to change, so I'm going again, reset it, and click another pix. So the mountains will look slightly different, and let's make it larger. This is very basic kind of terrain look we'll go create right now. So I'm going right here, set up, and we have a nice mountains. You can see how they're going. So let's go select all of them, and we'll just change, apply some materials. So let's see what we have. We have some kind of nice natural look, which let us have it greenish. Or if you want it, we can just going basic to the grass. So let's go ahead, select just the grass for this. Okay, we'll go open and maybe just add one more material, and we'll add what are we going to add? Let's say rock and plants. Okay, it's already kind of mixing. Okay, we'll go to change to advanced. You notice right here, I click on advanced, and for this environment, I just want to set this a little bit on the bottom of our terrain. Not too fancy, nothing, just with basic preset. Okay, we'll go to atmosphere, editor, and let's go ahead and switch, just slightly adjusting our settings. Okay, add some clouds. Very basic scenery. We'll pop up aerial perspective, so we can have this slightly haze for our faraway mountains, like distance. Okay, we'll go right here. Increase in size, and you know what, let's change the ground as well so it doesn't stick out too much. Okay, right here we have it actually done nice. It's look very good right now. Okay, so you created your scenery and it's look very nice. And next you say, hey, you know what, I kind of like how this look, maybe it's very good, will be for my desktop. Some interesting scenery, all this stuff, and I want to render higher quality. The problem is right now when you start doing, we'll go to render options, and we notice right here we have it only some limitations, the size, how much we can click, some options. So if you want to actually create a high resolution and better render, what you need to do, you need to have the render up module. The render up module, which allowed you to create a more commercial size of your images, so you can create it. Also, it's have additional user settings for your render, and plus additional options like you can remove the logo, you can create panoramic set, HDRI, and all other options. So you start to really control your camera. So let's go ahead and install this module, and we'll see how much our changing our render options from what we have it currently. So I'll click OK. We'll go ahead and save this project. Okay, after you finish saving your applications, and maybe you already purchased or you going to purchase your render, so let's go ahead and install it so we can see how our render options will change in this case. To install, all what you need to do is just double click on your uploaded applications. You don't need to input any serial numbers, but this is kind of beware, because this module will log directly to your account applications. So when you purchase, be sure you purchase on the same account as your applications is used. Okay, and you can see right here we're installing our module. After module successfully installed, we have a notification. Okay, and we can go right now, right click, and sometimes it won't show you, so we kind of probably need to go ahead and restart our application so we can see it. So let me go ahead and save it again. Okay, and we'll just go ahead and restarting our application. Go file, and let's load it our file. Okay, now when we open our render options, you can see how much is changed. This is look exactly the same if you're using higher version of the Vue, like Vue Infinity. So now we have way more render preset qualities, or we can customize by user. We can use a different rendering, so internal or external. It's meaning you can render something on the background till you can still working on your applications. We also can render in a screen, off screen, or directly to the disk. Allow all the settings. This is actually quite a bit complex look over, and I do recommend for you, if you want to go in details, go check more tutorials at the Geekatplay website when we're going over all these render options. So at this point, all those tutorials for the Vue Infinity where you're using render settings will apply to you. But let's look over very fast. So we still have it final, we have it labeled now broadcast, and ultra we have it some additional, which, as you can see, modify quality, add blur, router effect, and normally as least I'm using final for this. We'll go render to screen. We also now have it many aspect ratio preset more than before. As well, we have it all presettings, and you can go very high the commercial level of the resolutions. As well, you can see we have all these different sets of DPIs. So we'll go ahead this one. We can render panoramic HDRI images or DOM for your games if you're creating maybe other preview, or if you work with the studio example, you can make your own lighting DOMs even in this case. So we have the options. As a user, you can see we have it all effect. We can even work with the sub rays, modifying the different type of the blur rendering engines, modify the quality for the ecosystems or reflection and lightings. As well, work with different anti-aliasing. So even on first cases look very overwhelmed, but this is render up options. It's unlock this very professional module for your render options. So let's go ahead and set final when you want to see how our image look at this one. So we'll click OK and just go render. Okay, you can see it's kind of render. By the way, sometimes when you start working, you can see first it's a black screen and you think something wrong. It's covered several passes. It's pass of ambient lighting and other ones, and you can see how the processors right now take each bucket and render them. Our clouds maybe will be a little bit grainy. Actually, don't even see because the quality on the clouds was set to minus actually. So we may have some greenness, but it seems like still looking very clear at this point. Okay, so you can see we're done. Let's click post our render processing. And we have our scenery done. We don't have logo anymore, this roof, so it's very clean image, and it's look very commercial image, so you can create it and maybe sell them on stock photo or some other ones, or create your backgrounds and just overall use it as you want in your professional work. Thank you for watching this tutorial from Geekatplay Studio. Please remember visit us on the web is www.geekatplay.com.